All right, it's 6:30. We'll call the meeting to order. And we will, just wait till Bonnie's done signing and we'll do the pledge.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. It started like a minute early anyway. So. All right. Dan.
Ear infections, you don't.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for all. Okay, we do already have one executive session on the agenda, and this is
That one's
personnel.
I need a legal one too, please.
And okay, so we're gonna add a legal. Does anybody have any other need for executive? Any other need to amend the agenda in any other way?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Were
Aye.
you gonna say adjourn?
Agenda, no.
All right, anybody see any need for corrections on the select board minutes of March 18th, including liquor board? I saw nothing. All right, town manager's report.
We finally have the option on our website for residents to pay for their utilities and taxes online.
Oh,
They can pay through ACH or credit card, and it outlines the fees before they can even enter the site and tells them what they have
and
to
we're
do.
finally catching up with the times here in Pittsburgh.
We're working on it. We had a Pittsford Day meeting. Pittsford Day will be August 1st, this year. Mark your calendars. We started going over the planned events, broke down assignments to confirm vendors and activities. Highway Department has put up fencing along Otter Creek on Elm Street by the pull-offs due to the eroding banks, just as a precaution. Until we're able to take a canoe down the river and see how badly eroded in bank they are. We just felt more comfortable.
Where specifically is that?
So down by Gorham Bridge.
Okay.
Where the pull-offs are. One of them, we're noticing that the bank's starting to erode quite a bit and we have some concerns. So we said we put up the old winter wooden snow fence. Just so people don't pull too far over.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's still plenty of room for people to pull over and to fish and whatever.
Yeah, okay.
But, we just, if people wanna know what it's for, that's why it's there.
We put up some warning signs, because there's a couple of places that could cave if people would stand in them.
Do you want me to look into a warning sign?
Probably a good idea.
Okay, I'm gonna write it down before I forget. Paving RFPs went out on March 24th with a due date of April 10th. This is for the fiscal year 27 paving and the sidewalk on Furnace Road to be repaved. And I do have the RFP ready to go out for the transfer station. Lauren has looked at it. I was waiting to hear back from Chad and Sean, just to make sure all three were in agreement with the wording and everything.
Is there gonna be pavement over, isn't it cement? The sidewalk?
Not on Furnace Road. Furnace Road is asphalt.
Okay. It's like literally in front of my house.
It's asphalt.
I know. Well, it's really faded. It's not blackening.
Police chief, zoning administrator, and camp counselor ads are all posted on Indeed, and we're also still looking for lifeguards for the summer. We've had quite a few candidates for police chief and zoning administrator, not so many for a camp counselor.
Okay.
Congressionally directed spending grant has been submitted for the emergency services building, and we were able to get letters of support from Bill Hempel and Bill Pratico for that grant. Lisa's still working on getting answers for the reappraisal bid, so she's hoping to be able to touch base next meeting with all of you. West Rutland, we're trying to partner with West Rutland so that we can get better pricing, and they received the same level of variables as we did, so they're trying to figure that out as well. I attended the roundtable discussion at the library March 26th. There were questions on how each group in town is planning to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States. Some groups have plans, some groups do not. I attended the planning commission hearing and meeting on March 26th. And there was a community member there asking for better definitions of a structure, and planning commission approved the zoning regulations for the select board hearing. I was at the Maclure Library on Saturday to answer community questions. I'll be back there in April twice, not there in May, but we'll go back in June. And Sydney, our rec director, who's here tonight, this is Sydney. She's our new rec director. Will be with me one of the Saturdays in June. I met with Bill Jones from Vermont Emergency Management to discuss our annual lump renewal, as well as other emergency things with Matt Trombley. We're gonna work on a training in the fall for the staff and fire departments related to emergency management. Delinquent tax bills as well as utility bills went in the mail March 30th and 31st. Utility bills will be due on May 8th. And I don't know if people are following what's happening up in the legislature, but S 325, which is part of Act 181, is still working its way through approval. And the Land Use Review Board has put out their road construction jurisdiction guidance on the road rule, and they are looking for comments for the next month or so, if anyone wants to comment on it. And I printed out what their guidance, sorry, Kelly, their guidance is going to be.
It wasn't in a straw.
No, it was not. If anybody wants a copy of it, I'm more than happy to provide it to them.
Please.
Yes, I would.
Yeah, actually, and in that, hold on, if I can find it really quick, they're actually, so the rural caucus is holding a public if I could find that really quickly.
I think that's next week.
Yeah, the rural caucus is having a listening session but for around 181, and that is tonight.
Oh, figures. Oh, yours.
Sorry, but there is I do have the links. I have there's a Zoom link so you can it'll be recorded so you can watch it after, and then they have a written remarks folder linked here. Maybe Anne's more techie than me. Maybe she can help me email it to you guys.
Yeah, I can help you after the meeting.
But I would be messaging everybody that you could think of. You don't have to message me. I'm already good for you know. Good. I mean, feel free to, but you know where I stand on that. So, yeah. Which is, I would be voting to either repeal it altogether if it came to that, or at the very least, holding it off till 2030.
And the Land Use Review Board did state in their email when they were doing their update that they are highly in support of the bill of pushing it back.
Yeah.
They're not.
It's not ready to go into effect, and it really, parts of it shouldn't ever go into effect. But obviously there's differing opinions on that, so.
I just want to keep you updated because it's something that we've talked about.
Yeah.
Quite frequently. So.
Yep. Okay, thank you. I do want to just, so the 250th anniversary, like I know the Historical Society is doing an open house that day, right, Tom?
Yes,
Like 11 to 2?
11 to 2.
11 to 2. I wonder if there's something else we could do to link into it. Did that get discussed? Like,
So the library is doing something for kids throughout the summer, like one day a week. They're doing something based on the 250th.
yeah, okay.
Other than that, I think a lot of groups are kind of like not sure what to do.
No, okay. Yeah, all right.
So I can put it on our agenda if anybody wants to come up with ideas.
Yeah, because it's on the 4th of July, right? Which is a Saturday this year.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be kind of cool if we did something else, like make it
Fireworks.
bigger. Yeah, where are the fireworks?
Down Blanchard's where out that. Maybe we could,
I'll be in rec department.
huh?
Yeah.
Pressure on everybody.
I know. You've been here like at least a week already, right? You're ready to get right into that.
Oh,
yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's coming right up. We should probably.
I'll put it on our agenda for.
Yeah, I know. Let's think about some other things we could do to kind of tie into what the Historical Society is doing and just make more of a town-wide thing, you know? Anyway, so yeah, let's think about it. Okay. Any questions for Anne? Okay. All right, any select board member remarks? Seeing none. Any public comment?
I had someone ask me, I don't know. They asked me if the town knows when they are going to straighten out the mess at Bridge 108.
Geez, I don't know.
The striping,
No, I know, I know what's the mess
the
is.
Dukes of Hazzard jump,
Yeah,
those were their two concerns.
Yeah,
I'm getting weekly,
yeah.
phone calls and
I know, now that it's spring, there's no excuse for them not to be coming and cleaning up what they left.
It's April 1st, so
I give everyone Carolyn Goda's phone number and email. Cause I have heard nothing from her since the January 7th meeting,
Which is crazy,
One of
crazy.
the citizens on Oxbow told me the other day that they had spoke to her and called her about the jet out
jet out.
there that everyone keeps hitting. She said that is gonna get fixed right off. She told that to
The
them.
curbing at the bottom of Oxbow?
Yeah,
They were
it
gonna
was
pull
probably
that
the
out,
same gentleman who's been in my office a couple.
most likely.
Probably. But even, yeah, like heading up, there's that huge, lip, and then just going into the mobile's a huge lip now too.
Because they have. to-
She assured us she was gonna reline that, and they did do the middle line, but the other side's a mess. And if
Yeah.
you sit there and watch for a few minutes,
well,
it's dangerous.
yeah, it is.
Nobody knows what to do. And I do think, Ian, it might be worth a call, telling her, you gotta go out there and line that like you said you were. It's April 1st and we're
Yeah.
clear.
I'm gonna email her so I have paper trail.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
Yeah.
good idea.
definitely.
But I know it's something she kind of
Send her an
promised.
email $1 too.
She kind of promised the
Yeah,
select board
yeah.
and the citizens over here that she was gonna do it, and I think we need to push the card a little harder here.
I thought she said as soon as good weather.
She
If I
did.
remember.
Right, it's here.
And it's probably warm enough
Oh, it's
to,
warm enough.
to stripe, at least temporary.
They already did the center. They already did the center. They could do the other ones too,
Did
so.
that in the middle of winter.
Yeah, but it's not,
They do
I
it
mean,
again,
So,
it-
yeah.
it still doesn't blend right
No, no.
because of the turning lane and.
Yep. Well, no, the other side's not done.
All right,
Sorry, I
Okay.
just,
No physical.
Saw
I will just be a broken record too about that one truck that's always parked on Route 7 across from the Village Green.
Yeah.
Cause I almost got hit, an 18-wheeler crossed the yellow lines to not hit
Yeah,
that truck
that
that's
needs
parked
to-
right there, and so it's going into their lane of travel. It's the same truck all the time, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they've been told before, right? So, it's not safe.
First time it's on the sidewalk, have it towed.
Yeah.
That'll.
I still don't see how it's legal to, be in the breakdown lane on Route 7
I don't either, but.
V-Trans said it was okay when we walked it, which
until somebody gets hit, which it seems what V-Trans equates to.
because we were trying,
Like
we
that.
were trying to get them to put no parking signs all along
Yep, all through there.
that
Yeah.
road, and they said no.
Okay.
Well, there's a place on just north of Salisbury Flats where another road comes in. There's a guy parks his trailer in the breakdown lane there all the time.
Yep.
It's there all the time. Nobody seems to care. So,
Crazy.
That's been years.
yeah, it's been years. Yeah.
Is that where they told us we couldn't put up no parking signs?
Mhm.
Yes.
I thought you didn't need the signs though for it to be legal, because I've also seen that. And
If they park on the sidewalk, then it's illegal. If they're parked off from the sidewalk, it's legal.
Yeah, that's why I said the tires on the sidewalk.
yeah,
You ain't get them.
well, and then there's that other, on the other end of the village is that same truck parked there too. It's on the sidewalk all the time.
Yeah.
And then the kids have to go out on the road to go, and I've seen that happen too many times. So, okay. All right, hearing for zoning regulation updates. I did go. And I don't know what, they're just bringing it back to us, so,
Legally, it has to go from planning commission to select board.
right,
We warned this as our public meeting for select
Yeah.
board for tonight. That's why it's on there as hearing. We probably
we have to open up as a hearing then? Okay, then yeah, we'll recess, what was that?
I did right here.
Oh, thank you. I'll just say the words so it's formal. We'll recess select board and open the hearing for zoning regulation updates. So they ended up they didn't make any adjustments before bringing it back to us. So it's just following the legal process. So is there any,
So whatever we changed, they went with, is that correct?
Yes, they did, and
Okay,
Gary
well,
checked them.
Yep, and that was all set. Just a point of order, if anyone needs to testify in this, don't we have to swear them in?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yep.
Is anybody planning on testifying on zoning issues? Does
Then I get-
anybody on? Okay, yeah.
Just wanna make sure.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Right.
Yep, no, I think it was pretty straightforward. Again, yeah, the stuff that we already discussed, they added in. There were two people that came that did testify that wanted, they wanted, language changed about structures under 160 square feet being exempt, but the planning commission was like, we're too far along. We're not changing that stuff, anything now, so that's what happened. So, I don't know, I'm really not sure what
So-
I don't know if we have to vote
You
on.
have to have the hearing tonight. You
No.
can't ratify the
No.
changes for the zoning regulations until another meeting.
Okay,
And we may have to do a few other things now before we
Okay.
can ratify
Alright.
the zoning
Okay.
regulations.
so, all right, so no one has any. Yeah, okay, then I guess that closes the hearing. And, open up, back up, as a select board and go into old business, the resolution to uphold the constitutions of the United States and Vermont. So we had, we're now on,
They haven't seen version 3.
they have not,
They have not.
who's they, the public or
The public.
board?
The board has, but the public has not.
Let's make sure everybody had a chance to read it. So we played around with some language at the different meetings that you all have been at, and we've added some things. So this is the latest version. We, the select board of the town of Pittsford, Vermont, promise to uphold both the United States Constitution and the Vermont Constitution. This is part of our oath of office that we pledge every time we are elected or re-elected to our positions within the select board for the town of Pittsford. Be it further resolved that the select board of the town of Pittsford affirms its unwavering commitment to protecting the constitutional rights of all people in our town. Be it further resolved that the select board of the town of Pittsford affirms that the citizens of the town of Pittsford have a right to voice their concerns at any select board meeting held by the town of Pittsford during public comment, although the select board may not always have the ability to act upon these concerns raised by citizens. That is the third version.
You have copies for us to see?
Oh,
make 'em.
can make some, yeah. Sorry.
So Alicia.
Yeah.
That sounds like, one other paragraph added to what, Ann did, the result, with the formula.
Well,
One more sentence.
Yeah,
That's correct.
A little bit more, right?
thank you. Yeah, because the one,
actually, this 2 and 3 is the third paragraph that I.
yeah, I was kind of,
We only voted on version 1, correct?
is that the one we voted on?
There's two.
Right, so I guess it's and it's adding another, so there's a third.
And this is something we took
Two didn't go.
It's on one of the other packets. Yeah, can you talk about it? Okay.
No, we didn't vote on that, didn't go. We voted on the first one, you weren't here, it was 2-2. So it don't pass.
It's wrong. So.
Oh, Dan was here for that one.
You weren't.
I'm still telling him it wasn't here.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize. You were here. Yes, that could be. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it was the other one.
It was 4 of us who left.
Yeah. David wasn't here, right? That's what we
Right.
did. We voted on that version. Yeah. So it was a 2-2 vote.
As far as better.
Yeah.
Any comments from the board or any
Well, I think we should listen to any comments anybody has out here. Then I think
I just
we
want to
should-
see how,
Which one?
Yep.
Or what we want to vote on or what we want to.
Yeah.
Motion.
We have a question.
yeah,
If an occasion arises, this is related to the second paragraph.
yep,
an occasion arises in which a person's constitutional rights are violated. Can we rely on the select board to defend the rights and be processed with that person?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I read that as the unwavering commitment to protect the constitutional rights of all people in our town. The way I read that is that would, I mean, your due process is part of your constitutional rights, so that's how.
Freedom of speech. and
Yeah, yeah.
Amendments.
Well, and
Exactly.
that comes in here in the third paragraph too.
Yeah,
To reaffirm freedom of speech.
Just a
Right.
question.
Yeah.
About how, in the last paragraph, how you define a citizen? Is it residents of Pittsburgh?
Oh.
How do you define that?
well, I mean, I guess the board's purview is just residents of
Citizen.
Pittsford. Well, that's not
So-
necessarily true either, because anybody who's in our town, anybody who's within the borders of our town would be under our purview, I suppose. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah.
So someone passing through? No, like computer.
Well, that's what I'm trying to think about, but like our emergency management plan takes into consideration people who are visiting and stay, so yeah.
Yeah, and the second paragraph refers to, the rights of all people in the town.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
Right.
I mean, the Constitution covers every citizen,
Mhm.
it's a citizen, that's my belief.
The only time citizenship is mentioned is in, birthright citizenship, which is currently in the news.
Yeah, that's being discussed now.
right, and even like, yeah. Even people voicing their concerns, we've had people speak at these meetings that don't necessarily even live in Pittsburgh, so,
And so should that, the word citizen in the third paragraph be changed to, persons? Persons in the town of Pittsburgh?
yeah. I'd be fine with that. How does everybody else feel about that?
What are you changing?
For citizens to persons,
Person right here.
because I guess if that's the I don't know, I don't know what the dictionary definition of citizen is, if that even is like,
You're talking the last word.
resident. I don't know if resident and citizen are synonymous, but if we just do persons, that just.
People,
What
so people in the town of Pittsburgh?
People.
In the two places.
What does it matter with the word citizen?
That's, I just wasn't sure what the
don't-
definition is.
She just brought up, she didn't have a problem with it, she's just asking, cause it's, if like citizen is synonymous with like resident, and we're talking about all people who happen to be in the town, regardless of if they live here or not. Cause I believe with this, I don't wanna put words in your mouth, but I think that's.
Yeah, I'm just asking, cause I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just, that's two places, right? Two?
Mhm.
See one, where's the other, up top?
The last word.
Yeah, and we can even just add that, we could add, I mean, just for the sake of like, although the select board may not have the ability to act upon those concerns. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go with that.
You're gonna change just that first word at the beginning, citizens, first.
Yes,
And
Yep.
then drop the rest at the end.
correct. Yep,
I don't think it matters either way, so.
it's semantics, but it makes it sound a little smoother.
So just so I understand, paragraph 3 in the third issue here, first line, citizens is being changed.
Yeah, that,
People, and do you want my copy, Dan?
yeah, so it'll be affirms that the people of the town of Pittsford have a right to voice their concerns. And then, although the select board may not have the ability to act upon those concerns.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then take out raised by
Yeah, raised by
citizens.
citizens.
Yes, okay. It said, didn't sound right.
Yeah,
No, it didn't
So we can-
before.
I know, where's the red pen? Do the little English, anyway, yeah,
I'll make that a motion so we can discuss it.
okay,
What's your motion to adopt number 3?
Dot number 3,
okay,
as with the people.
yep.
Put in there.
Do we have a second? So we can continue discussing it?
Sure.
Okay. So, I don't know, I like that, I think it's simple. Short enough, but long enough to encompass, I think it encompasses, the intent. Are there any other Any other feedback?
I'd like to read something, just to talk about where we stand on things.
Sure.
This past Sunday, there was an excellent historical presentation at the Congregational Church. It was given by our local ancestry expert, Mike Maclure, and it was called Coming to America. It focused on the histories of 6 Pittsford families who immigrated from Eastern Europe in the early 20th century. Most of us know these families: the Burchowskis, Elnickis, Markowskis, Halen, Kamuda, and Peremski. Like today's immigrants, these were people who came from different cultures with different languages. Nevertheless, they have enriched our town and our state and made us a stronger country. Like today's immigrants, they came here simply looking for a better life, to experience a more democratic existence. Like today's immigrants, they are hard workers and expect to be treated with the respect that all humans deserve. Let us treat today's immigrants the way we would want to be treated, because we believe in our Constitution.
Thank you, Ernie. That's great. I was sorry to have missed that on Sunday. I wasn't able to go. I heard it was great.
Yeah.
I think though I think Michael based it on the pieces that he was writing for the reporter, right?
Yes.
So which was just, what was that called? So, and if anyone wanted to look up,
Coming to America.
was that whole series?
Yes.
In the paper was called Coming to America?
Yes.
Okay.
And this program you just did is on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Great. That's
That's the one that
good.
shows Kamuda's store on film with the pictures of Pittsford and the school out on Furnace Road.
I'm not sure.
That's the one that just popped up.
That just popped up yesterday.
Oh, that's the Army,
Very haven't seen it.
one.
You
Yeah,
haven't seen it.
1949.
that's cool.
Yeah, the wedding cake
I've
house.
watched that a few times. I'm always hoping I see my house because it was on Furnace Road.
Yeah,
My
it's on
house isn't any of
The
that.
whole building, both all still there.
That's
I
cool.
shared it on Facebook.
Yeah. Nice job, dude. All right, well,
One of the good things about this was there were representatives from each of these families there.
that's awesome. Very cool. Yeah. I am really bummed. I'm glad that I'll be able to watch it though on YouTube. All right, so we have we're gonna be ready to vote then if there's no more feedback on this. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, so we have passed this resolution, and I thank you all for coming to all these meetings and working on this with us. It's been great, so thank you.
Democracy in action.
Yeah. We won't be offended if anyone's gonna leave, but also if you want.
Don't give them that easy out.
No.
You know, try to.
Change my mind, I'm offended. No, I'm kidding.
Got sugaring jobs I need to be.
Oh, all right, yeah.
That time of year.
It is.
All right, thank
Make it play
you.
again.
And in case anyone was wondering, the rocket launch, it's up in the air and headed for.
It did.
Oh, it did make it?
Great.
All right, cool.
Awesome,
Thank you.
cool.
Wondered about
Yeah.
that.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
They said they've had
A
a
mile
while.
away from.
Oh, yeah, really? You're cool.
All right, and then we're gonna skip on new business down to the coin drop so that Judy doesn't have to stay.
Oh,
So-
come on. Makerspace.
Sorry, no, I'm. Town month.
Wow.
Oh.
Start her off.
Yeah.
Don't set me up.
I can get Judy going, so
Get me started.
I'll get her going.
All right, so we have, the library is requesting a coin drop, for October 10th, that's Columbus weekend, and, yeah. We have had no issues with the library and their coin drops.
I have an issue with Columbus weekend. I had it when they first put it in. That is not a weekend to have a coin drop on Route 7. It's probably one of the busiest travel days.
It's exactly why it's the best time to do it.
I know, but when we first voted this in, I voted against it for that late because that weekend is wicked on the road.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think I'm gonna stay by that because it's not about the library, it's about that.
No, I know, I know.
Not a good time to be standing out in Route 7.
Yeah,
There's safety measures in place
Yeah,
now,
There
right?
Oh,
are.
yeah, they have it.
Well,
Well, there was
There was
issues with
one where
other
there was-
coin drops were not utilizing safety measures, and that was a
No,
problem.
I
The
don't think
library
it was the
always
library.
had. No,
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 it's
it
not the
was not.
library, no, I got pulled into that one.
Because I'm usually one of the people that volunteers for that. We always have, the fire department is there. There's at least one
Yeah.
truck there. They put cones. We have cones going out
I've done that. with-
far on either, like to
Never
warn
had a
people.
problem.
Yeah,
Never had a problem.
we were,
They make
you
a lot of
know,
money. I mean,
I know.
I know,
I
but
just, I have a
And other
problem on
towns
weekend.
do it
I've watched,
too.
I
I
watch
know.
traffic all the time.
no, I know. I don't,
do.
yeah, I
But-
do understand what you're saying.
Any Saturday in October is gonna be the same thing
Yeah.
because of the leaves, so it's hard to.
That's tops.
you know,
I know.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's tops. That is the highest.
Oh, I know, but
Yeah.
it's tough any time of year.
Yeah,
And it's worse when they
So,
don't abide by.
if they don't have the stuff set up.
My only point is have to be mandatory on the safety. Everything's
Oh,
got
it
to
has
be
to
out
be.
there.
Yeah, we have the.
Like I
Go
said,
through that again.
Both directions.
the library is,
Library's good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say notorious. I don't know if that's the right word, but we are always safety first.
They are.
Alright, so I will make the motion to allow this as long as, oh, you made, oh, I didn't hear you.
Make the motion, we can start. I didn't give a second yet,
Well, okay, I guess I'll second it.
so.
Further
Yeah,
discussion, you can add.
No, I just wanna make sure that all,
It has to be done
because
safely.
I don't need another phone call like I got last year.
Take the cat
No,
out.
it was
I'm
not you.
trying not to
It
throw
was-
you under the bus, but we all know it was just one group and
No,
it's
it
not
was.
the library.
It was that weekend, wasn't it?
I think
Last year?
maybe.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it
Yeah,
was.
that's,
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it was
And that
not.
was not only that.
They
it was
did-
the
Hold
second
me.
year in a
That
row
was
they did
basically
that.
just
Yeah.
two people standing in the middle of the road with zero safety measures. That was actually
Not even
terrifying.
vests.
Terrifying,
You didn't know why they were there.
terrifying. We have never, the library has never done that, so.
That was the second year in a row they did that.
I know.
Specifically told
Them not to.
not to do
Yep.
it that way.
Yep.
So as far as they're done.
Yeah.
That's for doing it.
But
Too bad.
The other one, the
The
other
li-
group that were in competition for that weekend.
Probably.
well,
Well,
so,
you are in competition with them now, because
I know.
you're
So-
probably gonna get it, I would say.
All right, we have a motion, a second. I guess that's, so all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And,
hey, do you want? Don't worry.
You have to all vote together every day.
No, someone's gotta be different.
we
Yeah.
have to give you that
That's why we
paperwork.
gotta.
Yes, we get-
Vote.
So Judy, you could just
I
give the
voted
paperwork
against
to
it.
Ann.
No, I know, you always brought that up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was I watching?
Okay.
All right.
I'll get the police chief to sign it and I'll drop it off at the library.
Okay.
Okay, thanks,
All right.
Judy.
Now, you don't have to stay
I
if
don't
you don't want to,
You don't have to.
unless you want to.
I'll elaborate on your thing with the police here while
We
you're
could
here.
use your spine first.
You can use my remarks.
Your smile.
My smiles.
Oh.
My.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, let's,
Hey.
that is nice. All right, okay, discussion and approval to start tax sale process in accounts greater than $1,500. That also has to be.
It has to be, so they have to be 24, 25 taxes greater than 50 or before. Total of $1,500 due or more. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 that are eligible that do not have repayment agreements that are being followed. And there's 2 that I believe we're gonna have to turn over to our attorney to figure out things from a million years ago that have been occurring.
Okay.
So can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
Why 1,500? Because
Yeah.
I'm looking at one right in front of me that's just under 1,500. It goes back to 21.
That's a state. I think made
It's a
those-
new state law
So,
that has to be $1,500 or more and greater than a
Do you have
year.
anything else?
I get the comments to state.
That's one of the ones that we need to talk about in executive session. It's illegal.
Oh, okay.
That-
That.
That and on page 30840 is also gonna be a legal issue.
Page 3,
Page 3, yes.
30.
$1,000.
0840
Oh.
on page 3.
And
And then on page 4, 1836 is a legal issue that I can discuss with you in
I
executive.
guess it would be.
Could I ask, is that a recent law that was passed up in the
Yes.
legislature?
Yes, within the last 12 to 18 months.
I think I'm gonna have to contact my rep on that. It'll get it why we.
I didn't vote for it.
She didn't vote.
Well, I know you didn't, but What are
So
they wasting this time
they're
for?
trying to protect people and it's just causing more.
Because they're not
concern
getting
for us.
education, the education piece of property tax, because they're not getting that under control, they have to put in all these safety measures so
Yeah.
people aren't losing their houses because property taxes are skyrocketing.
That's why.
That's it in a nutshell.
So why don't we all just quit paying our taxes and
So
we'll fall
what-
under the safety
Let's
measure?
get people under 1,500. I mean, if you pass due that long, I think it's gotta be addressed.
Listen, there's a lot of things that don't make a lot of sense, so.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I take the tax sale class every year because every year something, like, I didn't think I'd have to, but every year something changes. For
Don't
policy
they
changes.
get the fact that that $1,500 has gotta come out of the rest of our pockets? So
Well,
they're
I know,
not
so-
doing anybody any favors.
If you're looking at our last page, just for a point of reference, what is still due for the taxes that were due in November in the town of Pittsford? We still have $146,530.21. In 24-25, which we can try to collect if they don't have a repayment agreement that they're staying current on, is $63,152.45. In 23-24 is $20,232.71. So.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, where are you on this?
I'm on page
Last page.
7, the last page,
Down toward the bottom.
down towards the bottom, it lists all the years on
Oh,
the side.
oh, it's okay.
That's what the code for the year.
So, we
So-
still have a substantial amount outstanding this year, but
Yeah. So just to clarify, it's anything past due under 1,500 or is there a year?
no.
Yeah, it also has to
Anything
be,
that's in 25-26 is untouchable
Yeah.
because it hasn't been due for more than a year.
Oh,
So I
oh,
can't
oh,
touch those until November of next year.
Gotcha. So it's only that hold off on that.
So it's a couple $100,000 we get.
Yeah, so the $146,530.21, I can't tax sale yet. Those are, I can't touch them until, and it depends on who you talk to, either November of next year or July 1 of the year after, depending on who's talking about it. Cause our due dates are August, September and November. So in my mind, a year from the due date is November of the following year. And some people are saying you have to go by fiscal year, which means it would be
Oh,
the following July 1st, so it's like 18 months.
So you're talking November of 27
So no,
or
I'm saying
26?
November of 26, I'm hoping that whatever's left in this 25-26 that we have no repayment agreements on, I will be able to send out for tax sale.
Okay, so it's
But
a year.
it's going to
So
depend
anything
on,
before that, it's okay.
yeah,
Okay. Just
But if it's fiscal year, it'll be
It'll
June
be-
of 27 or.
it'll be
of
July
27.
1st, 27
27,
before I can touch that.
okay.
It's a little, it's open to interpretation at the moment, and I haven't got the final verdict on the
When the
interpretation.
lawyers write laws, they write
Yeah.
laws to employ other lawyers.
oh, yeah.
But I would like to be able to put those 7, start the tax sale process on them. I'd like to send them a special mailing, end of this week, beginning of next week to start this process. They'd have 30 days to respond, and then from there, it goes to Gary. He does his research thing that he has to do, sends his letters, and then it'll go up for auction.
How many are there, did you say?
7.
7, and just list those numbers off for me.
On page 1, you have 0048,
0,
Yeah,
8 circled, okay?
and then 3 down from that, you have 1430.
yeah.
1430, yep.
On page 2,
1430.
yeah, the 7th one down, 0421.
421, yep.
Yep. On page 3, you have the 3rd and 4th ones, 1859 and 0938.
Yep.
Hmm.
The one after that has been on here
That's
forever.
legally.
That's
That's
illegal.
illegal.
We're gonna have to discuss that one. On page 5, the 3rd one down, 1206.
12, wait a minute. The old 06?
Yep,
On
on page
page-
5.
Page 5, okay.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, got it.
1206, it's the 3rd one
I
down.
got it, yep.
And then the next to last one, 1456.
Okay. Is
And
that
that's it.
it? Okay. And then we have 2 legal to discuss.
So we will discuss
Okay.
an executive.
Thank you.
All right, is there,
You need a motion?
yeah,
Motion to, have Ann follow through on these 7. Correct, man?
Yes.
For the tax sale.
Second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I realize that I should probably skip ahead to recreation committee
Yeah.
bylaws.
Yeah.
You sitting here, I apologize that I did that. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry.
Do that on.
She's like that.
Don't let her fool you. She does it all the time.
You'll learn.
You'll learn.
Oh my God. Is there?
Next time, just do one of them.
I'm here.
So, all right, so did you work with
So,
Ann to,
no, I
You guys
did,
worked
I,
together?
no, I did these.
okay,
So the 2024 version, one of the previous, rec committee members gave to me. And I read through it. And I retyped it because, I could not find where the original ones were typed in 2024. To just do a little bit, of update. For me, the purpose should be to advise the recreation director, conferring also with the town manager and select board regarding ways to promote the development, utilization, and conservation of the town-owned recreation area and trail system. Before it said the purpose of the board shall be to advise the select board through the town manager and or the rec director, but I feel like they need to advise the rec director and confer with us. That's what they're supposed to be doing.
yeah, okay,
That's
Um,
more sense.
yep.
And then I think that was the big change that I made. Oh, I did, under organization, I didn't feel like they needed a chairperson and secretary. Listeners for our rec committee, they're more of an advisory thing. So I did,
Straight that.
I did strike that. And I did change it so that they should meet on a monthly basis or as often as shall be required to perform its duties, because I mean, it may be in July, they meet twice because we have Pittsford Day coming up and they want to be involved in that.
Strike the chair, is that what you said there?
Yes,
Cause they don't deal with any money.
no, they have no,
I think that's, but only when it's budgetary or,
No, but being on that committee for 10 years,
Yeah.
the chair has to run the meeting. I wouldn't agree with that. I think you have to at least have a chair for the group. Somebody to lead it, because Rob did it all the years I was there and he ran every meeting, so they got through everything. It was more of a point of order than just chaos, but
And then you
that would be my
have
suggestion.
one contact to go to the director.
you have a problem with that?
I would suggest we leave the chair. I can understand the other one.
yeah.
But I think you need somebody to just keep
Yeah.
it moving,
Oh, yeah.
otherwise.
that might be so that,
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I think, well, the one point of contact, I really agree. That's so important. When you get multiple people, like, you
Yeah.
know, you're not gonna want like 4 different people going up to you and being like, hey, what about? No.
Yeah.
No,
So,
One voice for the board.
yeah, so,
So if we said the members of the committee shall elect their own chairperson and just leave it at
I
that.
think that's.
Yeah.
So, okay, for my understanding of it, the chair of the rec committee is just basically somebody that runs the meetings.
yes.
Okay,
They run the meeting.
Be the primary
Would be your
contact.
primary contact.
okay, and then, I mean, obviously I'll be there for the meetings, so I'll work closely with them when it comes to that.
So in the past, the rec director really was the meeting.
Yeah,
The chair acted as the person that kept it moving along, but when Randy was always involved, he basically brought all the subjects and gave him
I
the
was
chair.
gonna say, I mean,
It was
I'm
easy.
willing to make a list of what I'm working on and stuff like that, so that way I can kind of just say, hey,
This is my agenda.
here's this,
We
this,
need
this,
to
and
work it.
this.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
I did.
That's what a rec director
And the
does.
chairperson basically
Yeah.
just moved things along. If we got stuck on a subject, they said, okay, we need to.
Yeah.
And I think it's good to keep it moving, but it's really the rec director that,
Oh, yeah.
I would say, I feel like I'd probably be running the meeting for the most part anyway.
those meetings, the chair basically just kept the things moving along.
In order,
But you
yeah.
put up, the rec director put up all the subject matter.
Mhm.
And what they needed and what they needed help on, and what they had to go on, so.
Okay.
But the rec director historically was not ever the chair? Why wouldn't the rec director then just be the
No,
chair?
there was always a chair.
That was gonna be my other question.
Yeah.
That was if I'm just coming up with all the material anyway, why don't I just run the meeting, you know?
I
I
know.
mean, I'm not opposed to having a chair, like somebody to help me stay organized and everything, but
Yeah.
if I'm just gonna come up with the material for a meeting.
I think if there's
Separation.
matters that the committee comes up with that they want brought to you, if you have a point person,
Mhm.
I think it may
Yeah,
be helpful.
yeah,
And it doesn't really matter if you actually run the
Well,
meeting.
you need a separation, otherwise,
Yeah.
why you have, if, from my perspective,
Mhm.
if you're running everything, why do we have a committee? I mean, you're,
Right.
That's what we were.
so having a committee with a chair, yes, you know, bring the stuff to them, they discuss it, tell you what they think.
it would
So
definitely
you-
help me.
You need
for
a
sure.
separation there, I think.
Yeah,
And Rob's role on that committee was really pivotal, so I
Yeah.
think it's something that probably should stay in place. The other one
Have
doesn't
you
really
heard from
matter.
Rob at all?
Yes, Rob came in and met with Sydney.
He's going
And he's a great source.
He's
Well,
great.
So is he no longer on the fence or is he still?
He was still on the fence when I talked to him. So when can we talk about membership appointments?
Sure.
Can we kind of segue into that?
Yes.
And I'll
Yeah.
change
You
the,
change that for that?
Yeah.
I think it'd be good.
so we have 4 to 9, I think, members.
Mhm.
I would like you to, because of the responses that we got, I'd like it to be Kathy Shortsleeves, Rob Ketchum, Jill Blanchard, Greg Buda, and Justin Manel to start with. That would be
Yeah,
fine.
Matt Desiree put his name in. I gave
Okay.
that to you 3 weeks ago,
Yeah,
so.
and
he's
him
one-
too.
You gotta put those 3 guys on,
Yeah.
because they're all new and they're all young and.
Yep.
They're gonna
Yeah, and all their
coach.
kids are in.
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I have it on my meeting notes, but it
Yeah.
just didn't get,
Yeah.
so we can add him to, yeah.
6. It's not a bad.
No,
No, that's good.
so Kathy, Rob, Justin, Jill, Matt,
and Greg.
Greg.
Yep.
And Jill has said that she has limited availability, but she'd like to kind of stay
Connected.
connected. So we know that she might not be able to attend every meeting, but
Mhm.
she's also, being the Omnia contact, she's also a really good person to be.
Absolutely.
That's a good.
Oh,
great
That's a
start.
good point
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if this gets going and it's functioning properly, you may get some other people that wanna join. So.
Exactly.
Want a motion?
Sorry, question.
Yeah.
How do you go, I don't know, what's the process like for getting somebody new on the rec committee?
Usually just.
Bring it to us and we appoint them, right?
Yeah.
You put your name into Ann, they put their name into Ann, or just give a letter to Ann is usually what we like to do. I'd like to join the rec committee when there's a position open, or if there's one now, gets brought to the select board,
Yep.
Okay,
that's it.
Do we have
But written is usually.
Yep.
Yeah.
designated number of members?
Yeah, it's right.
4 to 9, I think is what's in.
4 to
Yeah.
9, but it's not, right now, we don't have 9,
Right.
so
we got
there will
room
be
for more.
room.
We have room for more.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's not set in stone. We had a whole bunch of people wanting to have our huge committee, and if it's working well.
I know.
Working.
Well, as long as the workers don't mess with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it's working.
You're gonna finally get that amount. That's-
Yeah, we'll see.
They all show.
You're gonna be lucky to get 9.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it says at least 4 members and no more than 9.
Yeah.
All of whom shall be legal residents of the town of Pittsford.
Which I believe they all are.
I'd like to make a motion to accept Ann's revision
Mhm.
for the committee bylaws with the one change for chair, and to tag on the other 6 recommendations to be put on the board that were just listed.
second.
Any other discussion? Does that have to be 2 motions or is it okay that it's?
I can separate it.
She's separate.
I know. Any other feedback? From you, any other feedback?
I just have a question.
Oh, yeah.
For Mark and Lee. That's okay if I separate with the same wording between the 2?
If you must.
Open meeting law.
Oh, yeah.
no, I think I'm good, I will say I'm excited to have, the rec committee's help, cause I am new.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward. I mean, I think I've met everybody that's on this list already anyway.
Okay,
So-
cool. All
Yeah,
right, awesome.
Cool.
Don't be afraid to go to Ann or us for anything
Yeah.
that can help you.
No.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
I
know.
want you to succeed.
I'm learning a lot, so I'm appreciating everyone's patience.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, no, good luck to you. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Hey, cool.
Can we stay,
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
can we stay out of sorts and do the possible summer camp licensing, so then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sydney and I met with, Lori Hempel, regarding summer camp because we have some scholarship kids in town. And she asked if the town had ever looked into having the summer camp licensed through DCF as a Bright Futures location. So that those that get, stipends or whatever for daycare, it would go to summer camp
Oh,
instead, so
Yep.
it could help pay the fees for
yeah.
kids. Instead, I did call the state to find out, if it was even a possibility because it's only, 7 weeks in the summer. And she said it is, and it's a process. So before I started that process, I wanted to make sure the select board was on board with me going down this avenue, for the students,
I know, cause they gotta do, I'm sure there's a ton of paperwork, site visit.
there's a site visit. The only good thing is that the Boys and Girls Club that does the after school program uses the same space as what the rec camp uses at Lothrop, so it should be a little bit easier.
Okay.
There's phase 1, phase 2, and then phase 3 is the
Okay.
and it's
And then fingerprinting, did we do that already anyway, as a matter of course, or?
we're supposed to be starting it in the fall. Liz had gotten approval from you for coaches. We hadn't mentioned anything about summer camp because most of our summer camp staff, this is like their first job kind of thing.
Yeah,
So-
I just was curious, cause but I feel like DCF would require that though, is what I'm saying.
So I'm gonna have to look through the rest of this. I started reading through, but
Yeah, those sounds like a lot of pros, but you need to check to make sure there's no cons.
Yeah.
Well, the only con I can think of is I think it sometimes takes like 6 weeks to get a fingerprint, the paperwork to come.
Well, it takes forever right now, or at least it did last fall.
So that would be the only downside that
but even if we start this and it's not good for this year, we'll have it fixed for next.
I think it's definitely worth it. For sure. Yep.
It's gonna, like I said, we probably won't have it ready for
Yeah.
this summer, but if
Yeah.
we work on it through the summer, we can have it stand up for next year
Yeah,
and be
sounds
ready.
good to me.
I just wanted to make sure the board was on board,
Yep.
because it's gonna take some time
Yeah.
to get through that process.
Yeah.
Or-
All right, cool.
And you
All
can
right.
go if you want.
Yeah.
I can say yes.
It's nice to meet everybody.
Yeah,
you
you
too.
too.
Good luck.
See you later.
See ya. We're here.
All right, application for hydrant flow test. Woohoo!
So
I love hydrant flow test.
Sean and I wanted to put this, by,
That's what I know. I just
What?
looked at that.
that's actually cheap compared to other towns.
Wait, I could do it. Don't we need,
No.
don't we need just a wrench and crank her open?
Why do we need to have this?
Because
Because state says so,
No
right?
problem.
they don't. But Sean in the past has been doing this kind of for free and kind of as needed. He's seeing that more people are starting to need this and is taking his time. So he said if we did this, then we can actually have rules that they can only do it April 15th to June 30th or August 1st to October 15th, instead of trying to convince us to try to do it outside of those timeframes. And this would kind of set the parameters for it. There are other towns that have this. This was actually copied from another town.
So like, who would we be doing this for?
So
Would
this,
Sean be doing
so
this?
this is for engineers. So like Pittsford Village Farm needs one of these, any type of big,
Oh, so
because
this would
they-
be a source of revenue.
So it's
for us.
revenue.
The revenue.
Oh, okay, no issue with that.
Yeah.
I thought it was the other way.
50, how about 150?
I was gonna say, it's pretty cheap.
this is revenue coming.
Okay, we didn't understand that.
Sorry.
We thought we were getting charged.
I thought we were getting
No, no, we are going to charge for this because
Right on.
engineers are asking for, water flow tests. And that's what this is. It's a hydrant flow.
I was gonna say, is that enough?
For this, yes,
How long does it take, Sean?
not that long. I don't know. He hasn't done one in a little bit, but we are starting to see requests for this.
You consider if he's gotta do it, you consider his salary. plus
And the
other
equipment.
time and the equipment,
Right.
I don't think that's enough myself. Should be at least 75.
We can change it. This is not.
So,
set in
yeah, you
stone.
would know, right? How long does it take?
Now, take my butt there again, I mean.
It's an hour of
It's an hour
equipment and
of
an hour of
equipment,
his
this
time.
time.
I think you gotta be 75 or
If
100.
it's
I would say 100.
Usually go 100.
Okay, I can
Yeah.
change that.
Yeah,
100 is
100.
Yeah.
I'll go with 100.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
they got money to do this kind of stuff. They've certainly got enough money to pay for
All right,
well,
the
yeah,
test.
Why are we restricting the dates? Is it because of the time it takes?
Winter.
Because
because we don't wanna be opening a hydrant in January.
fine,
Make it some icy roads.
I can get that, but,
July low flow, water.
Water
Low
flow.
flow is July, we have lower flows because of drought season, so we
Yeah.
usually don't
we
want it,
don't want
Don't
it
like-
like that.
we
Yeah.
don't want it done then,
No.
right?
That's usually the driest month of the year.
That could go like a permit.
All right,
One month.
it could, but it also could make engineers plan ahead and not call last minute willy-nilly, we need this, and this done 2 days before the
He,
deadline.
he brings a point up.
yeah.
We want permits granted. So,
I can, and it says unless,
They're not gonna be aware of this until they call.
right, but it does say unless otherwise specifically approved by the water department supervisor,
Okay.
so.
Well, that,
Yeah, I
If
mean,
So there is,
So
There-
if-
there is
you
a-
can have variances.
If Sean feels that we have, it's July, but we have adequate water flow, it's
I
not
think
gonna mess
agree.
it up,
yeah,
Great,
Yeah,
okay.
he could do it.
Yeah, as long as those
Yeah.
dates aren't set in stone and something.
No, it says or,
okay,
yeah,
yeah.
we have a
Yeah.
caveat.
all right.
motion,
Okay,
go ahead, your turn.
motion to approve, with the only change being, $100 instead of 50.
Go for it, Dan, it's your turn to say.
My turn, second. Well,
Any
I'm
further
just-
discussion?
I am.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, covered bridge fireproofing proposal, which I think is a fabulous idea, and we have been assured there's plenty of money out there to
See if
do it.
out there.
It's about the doing it, not being able to do it over the paint though for cooling.
Right.
Yeah, what?
So I need to contact NSPCB to find out what chemicals I'm requesting. We do have the length, height and width. Chad went out and measured everything. So I just wanted you aware of that I'd like to proceed with this. There may be a cost or may not. It says that there's plenty of money, but I just wanna make sure you are
Yeah.
all aware of this before I go out and try to get
Yeah, okay.
the letters and everything. And I will call the coding company to try to get on their calendar sooner rather than later.
Sounds like a plan to
Any
me.
timeline on fixing the bridge down there, the structural damage?
They've bought the lumber, they should be doing it here very shortly.
Okay.
I know Chad bought the lumber to fix it.
Do it.
Yes,
Somebody hit it.
Are they gonna have to rip out any boards?
That's some that look like they gotta replace.
they're gonna replace
Yeah.
some that were broken,
Are
but
they,
it's,
is it original wood?
it's the substructure that's already been,
Had fixed it at one point.
Oh, I was gonna say, if it was like antique wood, I want a piece.
no, it's not.
It's not.
It's substructure.
Motion to proceed with the treatment of the bridges as outlined here with the.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, I think that was everything. We're going, anything on the orders?
Oh, yeah, I have. Here you got, Earl's truck repair, over $3,000. What was
Western
that?
Star,
Oh,
It was just
brakes again, or?
truck's turn.
hold on just a second, cause I just read the bill.
That was, yeah.
I read it extensively too, because I was like, what? Driver's side rear wheel seal leaking, jacked up the rear and disassembled the wheel end, removed the failed wheel seal, cleaned up the hub and installed the new seal, reassembled with new shoes and drum due to them being oil soaked, torqued lug nuts, then tightened up both rear air cans that were loose, replaced a leaking QR valve and then adjusted all the brakes. Trans wrench light flashing, hooked computer up to truck, filter life was expired, reset filter life, then replaced the filters in the tranny pan bolts that were rotted, topped off fluid in the rear differential and the transmission, test drove and checked for leaks. And they had brake drums, brake shoe kits, spring brake modulating valve,
Yeah.
Total of parts and the total of labor.
Labor was 1,272.80, parts was 1,709.56.
Okay.
And then sales tax, or not sales tax, and then there were their shop supply charges.
Yeah.
And computer hookup fees.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. That,
Okay,
nothing else.
anybody else? All right, then we will recess select board and open up as liquor board where we have, Rolling Rooster, first class restaurant bar license, third class restaurant bar license, and outside consumption permit.
Motion to approve all three.
Okay.
Third.
Any other discussion?
Yep, any complaints at all on this, then that's all I gotta ask.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, back into select board and, unless there is.
We gotta just sign all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we do. Good. Me too.
Yeah.
Bunch of party animals around here. Ow.
What are you doing down there?
Huh?
You're
Getting
getting ready to tip over on us?
You gotta go away. That's right.
So I'll type up the resolution with the changes and then we can just sign it next meeting, or I can do it after.
Excuse me.
Did you hear what that Owen said after he shot in the interview? For you, John? He thought he was fine. He said, I can see that shit going. Right to the reporter.
What's that?
UConn won on a buzzer
Oh.
beater shot the other night.
He also thought it was to tie. You hear that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, he was looking at the, yeah, yeah.
All right, all of this I can sign, you know, if it's on.
Can you send me?
Dan wasn't here for this one, was he?
Which one? One of me wasn't.
March 18th?
No,
You can just write in absent or what.
Yeah. I just didn't want him to sign it by accident.
Yeah.
correction
Sign
sheet,
sheet,
yeah,
yeah.
but I don't
Touch there.
after people sign it.
Somebody's gotta watch it.
I'll let you write that.
That's good.
No, Tom Brown and his
This is
wife
the
were
one.
here and they're not on there.
And
Bernie
this one
Claire
too?
doing his like.
Yeah, he's already.
He's
written on
already
this
written
one.
on that
Not
one.
On this one. Somebody already. This is for one.
Alrighty.
What happened to our TV guy tonight?
No.
Usually we let you know.
We don't usually meet on first day of the month either. Oh geez, I hope he doesn't come next.
He knows it's the first.
Yeah.
You know, it's the first, yeah, Wednesday.
I get a phone
Maybe
call
we're
tomorrow.
calendar.
And they'll get a copy.
Maybe his calendar is busted. Maybe it's an April Fool's joke.
And April Fool's. Maybe we're not supposed to be, maybe we're not supposed to be here.
Yeah. Damn.
All right, barring any other, business that I have neglected to go over, would like a motion to go into executive session in accordance with 1 VSA 313A, where premature general public knowledge would clearly place the municipality or person involved at a substantial disadvantage to discuss the appointment, employment, or evaluation of a public officer or employee, provided that a public body must make the final hiring or appointment decision and explain its reasons for the decision in open meeting. 1 VSA 313A3 to include the town manager and acting chief pratico.
Move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And that ends the open part of our meeting.